on, maybe the shoes. Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Midfield. That's a spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run with going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick pass to Cup. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards at a first down L.A. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 2nd and long. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended.
Here at the outset of this drive, they forced a couple of pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with the pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll get him down right about the 20. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Wilson to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on 1st down. Patton. It was folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got him in. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 3, Seahawks 0.
line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss, running left, Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Here's the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball comes out. They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss play for Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Carson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
You give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Carson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Carson. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's 2nd and 8. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson. And the Rams got it. They'll bring it down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Completion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Green trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. from the shotgun. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fouled. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No good.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's Michael Pilardi now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, it's Patton, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that play went for... No yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
On 2nd down, Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run again with Carson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Chris Carson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A throw that's complete, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw. Green. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. Green. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second and 7. Field and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Carson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Seahawks on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Green. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Akers, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. He'll look to throw. A quick pass to Cup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw from his end zone. Green. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. A pass underneath for Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Wilson. 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game.
On downs.
On 1st down, Patton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Rams, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.